as you can see behind me, the truck that I've been complaining about not having, it arrived yesterday, and I went down and picked it up. Went in to see my salesman, Ben Rhett, and he was absolutely fantastic, actually. He was great. He was helpful. He got everything moving and got my paperwork done, and I really do appreciate that, Ben. You did a great job. I wish that we could have gotten Ford or the dealership to be more informative, but I realized that that's a kind of a weird area. If you order a Maverick, you won't know where it's at in the process except for you're built or you're not built or you're shipped or not shipped. That's about all you're going to find out without a lot of digging. So that was like the worst part about ordering a Maverick, besides the weight, right? Ford could buy a $20 tile, which if they bought one for every truck, it would cost them, what, about $2? Stick it on the dashboard, and you could track your truck from the factory to your house, but they don't do that. They don't really care. Ford is awful about that. But all I can say is with Ben and Franklin Ford, they did a really nice job. There was no high pressure. They didn't try to jack around with the pricing. I got 0.9% financing for 48 months. No questions. They said, yeah, here it is. We just had to find it, but we found it, so that was good. Do you want to buy the ceramic coating? No. Do you want to buy this? No. And so I had no ups or no extras. $7.99 dock fee. That was it. So they were actually really good yesterday. I went in thinking I was going to have to fight with somebody, and Ben and the crew there did a nice job. So I appreciate that, guys. Let's take a walk around real quick, because I've already had one Maverick and sold it. This is the one I wanted because it's white, if you wanted to know. How come you got rid of one and bought another one? Well, it wasn't to make money. It was because I just didn't like that cactus gray. And white fits in better with my business if I use this to do any type of business work, which of course I will, because this is a write-off for my business. This is the 22 Lariat Hybrid in white, the truck that I ordered a little over 11 months ago, and I couldn't be happier with the truck. I think it's a great product. We'll see how it holds up. I don't know. Last night I did my first upgrade. Let's take a look at that. So here's my first official upgrade to the Maverick. I got new letters for the tailgate. And that's it. Doesn't that look awesome? That really sets it off. All right, I got one upgrade done. How awesome is that? I'm going to catch you tomorrow. I'm going to go get some sleep. And you have to admit, it does set the back of the truck off really well. Comes with a hitch. Basically, it's the Ford Maverick. All the trucks that you see the reviews on, this is it. I don't have to worry about that stubby antenna getting caught on anything because I don't park it in a garage and I don't go through car washes. So no big deal. I took the rubber mat, put it back in from the old truck. There's the grill for the Jeep that I'm going to take down to the shop. Now I got my parts truck. It's got the inverter and the lights and everything. And the first thing that I'm going to put on it is a bed cover. I got the Retrax bed cover. It's very secure. It's very expensive. It's very heavy. Very, 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 very. And I'm going to be putting this on it. The only thing, the drawback to this one, I believe, is that you lose your mounting racks that are mounted inside the bed because it comes down a little bit too far, but we'll see. For the most part, I'm super happy with the truck, but the one thing I was real unhappy with, and I say real unhappy, but you know, whatever, the heat control knobs, they switch suppliers and they don't have a digital readout here, right, any longer. So you have to turn the knob to see what the temperature is, which should be okay. Now, if you are, here we go. If you look on the main screen, it has the temperature setting up in the top corner. See it on the left, 6872. But I don't use this screen at all. I use Android Auto, so it doesn't show up there. So I don't know what the temperature's set at. Now, you could say, you know, if you're hot, turn it down. If you're cold, turn it up. But I really did like having the readout there, and that's how they advertise the truck, and then they send this. So it's kind of like a bait and switch on that. And I'm just whining a little bit here because Ford should have done something different with that. I don't appreciate it at all, especially on the Lariat edition. This is supposed to be their best one. Now, I have an Android phone, and I use the Motorola MA1 wireless adapter. So when I start up the truck, it just goes straight on to Android Auto, and it works flawlessly, actually. This thing has no drag or anything. I got YouTube music, and the navigation from Google Maps is awesome. You have voice control, so that part of the truck works just really great. It's only got 49 miles on it. I drove around a little bit yesterday. I got to get my all-weather mats from the shop, but for the most part, except for this, I love the truck. The sound system is great, but I can't play it, otherwise I will get a strike. I'm going to drive over to the shop, get rid of a tailgate and a grill from the Jeep, and then we're going to come back and put on a retractable bed cover. Yay! Great googly moogly! It is hot as a firecracker out here. I'm going to sweat to death. But I need to get this dang bed cover on. This is a big box, big 2 boxes. So let's see what we got. The other Maverick I had a bed cover on it, and it was the soft one from Ford. And I actually like that one, but it's not very secure. You can take a box knife or a pocket knife and just open it right up. This one is supposed to be, I think you can stand on it, really. It's what they're advertised. So let's take a look at what we got in the boxes here and see if I can figure out how to install this thing. Alright, so this is your main Mamba Jamba unit right here. It says, remove the screws, shipping brackets, and white shipping tubes. I guess that's the shipping tube. So I'm going to take these brackets out. Oh, nice. Okay. I understand now. I understand. Okay. This thing's kind of heavy, truthfully. Alright. So far, it says lift up the lock cover, open the lock by pressing the release button. Oh, I think I have to unlock it with a key. Yeah, there we go. Alright, it's unlocked. Cool. Oh, I see. Okay, so this goes in there. This goes in the rail. So like that. Yeah, like that, okay. And we put the screw in. Awesome. Alright, having trouble with my camera with the battery going dead. I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, you got the rails on, got the back piece on with the flap on the back there. So it's about ready to set into the truck. I am excited. And I found some shade, which is good. And everybody wanted to know, why did I sell the other truck and wanted this white one? Well, you can see I use magnets on it, and it actually looks really good against the white truck as far as like being able to run lockout calls and locksmith stuff in it. Looks better than the gray, green, whatever that other color Maverick was. Now I'd love to get me some fender flares, but not at $600 a piece. I don't know how Ford thinks that people are going to pay $600 for a piece of plastic that goes around there. I have talked to a couple manufacturers and they're talking about making some, so that would be super cool to have some black flares that go over here, but not $600 a piece. Yeah, it'd be easier with two people. Alright, so I got it all done except for like the drains. I got to figure that out. I'm not too worried about the drains at this point. But everything works. You just pull it up, lock it down. It's not going anywhere. You can close your little thing there. Very secure. One problem that I had is there's no mention of a Maverick anywhere in these instructions. I ended up using the Ranger ones. The one thing that I had to figure out, you have these nylon adjusters, but if you don't use a shim in it, it's not going to work, because what it does is it pulls too far into the rail and distorts it. So let me show you what I did. It kind of like a modified Ranger instructions. I would say that probably the way that this is made and the way that the Ranger bed is similar to the Maverick. So let me crawl up underneath and show you. You can use a tape measure to make sure that your width from the front to the back is exactly the same. However, when you put your clamps on, if you don't put spacers in there, the rail is going to be distorted and it won't work correctly. Ask me how I know that. You can see that I've got some washers in there, and there's a big gap in between where the rail stops and the bed itself. So you put the spacers in there and put the clamp on top of them, and it secures it and it doesn't distort the rail. And it did it on all four clamps. I probably should straighten that up just a little bit, but it works fine. Alright, here it is installed. It looks absolutely beautiful. I love it. Nice flat design. Sometimes with the vinyl ones they don't lay flat. This one has to lay flat just because of the rails. Comes with a key if you want to secure your load in the back and nobody can get in it. Works great. Clicks in. This is really a nice purchase. I think it really offsets the truck well, and I'm super happy with it. Once I figured out the spacer thing and measuring on both sides just to make sure that it's even all the way down, this thing was a breeze. It works great. I love it. The Retrax is very secure. It rolls up and down easily. It's brand new, so it'll probably be even easier once I use it for a little bit. But for a Maverick, the 60337 is the one that fits it. And this thing is really nice. I like it. The drains, I don't know. I'll have to figure those out. I'm sure on their website or a forum it'll say what to do with them. I'm very hesitant to start drilling holes in a brand new bed. But anyway, as far as like a bed cover, it's freaking awesome and better than one of the soft ones, I think. Great. I'm done with it. So anyway, the Retrax Maverick bed cover gets a hearty hi-ho approval from the Redneck Garage. I got to throw all those boxes away at a dumpster, but before I go, I wanted to install the DZ Tailgate Assist VNZ6Z99, whatever it is right there. You can see it. It's the only one made for a Maverick. I'm going to open it up. It's supposed to be like a 2-minute installation, so we'll see. So this is all the parts that come with it, and you get an instruction sheet to go to the instruction sheet. That's pretty funny. How many instructions do you need for this thing? If it's for a Maverick, they could have just put Maverick instructions in it. But anyway, let me go to that. So there's the instructions on my phone. I don't want to read aloud. I'll look this over. It looks pretty simple though. It says that you're going to remove this cable, which you just pull up in this and take your cable off, and then I'm going to get my Torx bit and take this bolt off. Alright, step one was to put this on, put the Torx back on it. Awesome. Next step. Oh, okay, that's pretty slick. See, you've got that hole there, and then you've got your plate here that's going to install, and then that nut right there, it'll rotate around and just go like that and click into the hole. So really, that's simple. Alright, got that installed. It was a lot easier with the Milwaukee ratchet than it was trying to use just a regular bit. So that's on. I think all I got to do is snap on the thing. Let's see what the instructions say. Alright, I got it on like a champ. Beautiful. No more thumping of the tailgate. That thing works like a champ. I love it. Well, I'm reminded of a friend of mine who's a police officer who told me one time, he goes, "What kind of gun is that?" I said, "It's a little LCP 380. He goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "That's a good get-off-me gun." I go, "Yeah." I said, "It's a little small." He goes, "Well, you're already fulfilling the first part of being in a gunfight." I said, "What's that?" He goes, "Having a gun." Doing upgrades on the Maverick, I needed a Maverick, and I finally got it. I got to do a couple of small upgrades to it, which I'm really super happy about. I love the truck. I don't like the temperature controls. Maybe I'll do something about that in the future. Who knows? But as far as like the truck goes, I love it. The dealer was way better than I thought it would be. Thanks, Ben, and all the folks there. Ford Corporate, you could do a way better job of communication and tracking the truck, and not just leaving people out in la la land trying to figure out. It took 11 months, over 11 months to get the truck. So no communications. That's the only downside of ordering a Maverick. But other than that, I got more videos coming up. The Jeep is coming along. It's going to be done pretty soon. I got another Jeep and a Toyota to finish. I am trying to get some of this stuff done and not sweat to death in the process. Appreciate you being a subscriber. Appreciate you being a subscriber. Questions, comments, post them below. I know I got to drill a hole or do something about those drains. I'm David from the Redneck Garage. Keep turning wrenches.